the nation. At about 6:45 this morning, East Coast time, a young woman named Allison Parker and her cameraman Adam Ward were doing a live television shot for a Roanoke, Virginia station, WDBJ, Channel 7, the CBS station there. It was the most inconsequential of topics. They were talking about economic development there. The woman in the white jacket, the head of the local Chamber of Commerce, who was talking about efforts to bring new business to the community, when all of a sudden gunshots rang out. 8 could be heard on the live television feed. Some observers have said there were 15 shots, and both Adam and Allison fell dead. The woman they were interviewing was taken to surgery with a gunshot in the back. She is going to be okay, apparently. But it turns out, and it developed over the next couple of hours, that the suspect in the case was a former reporter at that station, a guy named Vester Flanagan, who went on air by the name of Bryce Williams. He has worked at a number of other stations around the country, including Tallahassee, Florida, San Francisco, and Texas as well. So if the name or the face seems familiar to viewers in other markets, it could well be the case. The pictures we just had on the screen, and there they are again. This is the live image of what's going on at the site where Virginia State troopers spotted the car and gave chase, the car that this Bryce Williams was reportedly driving. That happened at about 11:30 this morning, so just about 5 hours after the crime, police were first able to lay eyes on the suspect. They tried to pull him over. He did not, and all of a sudden his car, which I can only guess is the one that you see in the top right-hand corner of the screen there, his car left the road. When the troopers got out of their car and ran up to the door, they found that he had shot himself, presumably before the accident. At first, they reported no pulse. They thought he was dead, but then suddenly his pulse came back. He was then transported to a hospital where he is now said to be in critical condition. Steve Rogers is a frequent guest here at Fox, a retired lieutenant detective for the Nutley, New Jersey Police Department. He was on with us earlier today. Steve, have you ever seen a crime like this?
Not like this, especially with social media now becoming a big part of the crime. I will say this to you, John. The station manager, I think his name's Mr. Jeffries, if I'm right.
Jeffrey Marks, right.
Jeffrey Mark. He did everything he possibly could as an employer to meet the needs and to address the complaints of this individual, up to the point where he was so concerned about his other employees that he even had the police come by and escort the guy out. Mr. Marks did it by the book. He did everything an employer is supposed to do. This was very, very difficult to predict. And now we have a killer who actually posted what he did on Twitter, on Facebook. Unbelievable. In my 38 years of police work, I've never seen anything like this.
You mentioned Jeffrey Marks. He is the station manager at WDBJ, Channel 7 in Roanoke. He has been an amazing pillar of strength through this entire ordeal. He spoke about Bryce Williams just a short time ago. I want to play some of that for our viewers now.
Vester was an unhappy man. We employed him as a reporter, and he had some talent in that respect and some experience, although he'd been out of the business for a while when he was hired here. He quickly gathered a reputation as someone who was difficult to work with. Would you say, Joe DeShiel? He was sort of looking out for people to say things that he could take offense to. And eventually, after many incidents of his anger coming to the fore, we dismissed him. And he did not take that well. We had to call the police to escort him from the building.
Jeffrey Marks, the head man at WDBJ. And just a note, some of that video, which was recorded a short time ago, mentioned the fact that the suspect was killed in the lettering at the top of the screen. Once again, this suspect, Bryce Williams, also known as Vester Flanagan, is still alive, but in critical condition. Yeah, Stephen, you think about what's got to be going through the GM's mind right now. You say he did everything he possibly could to protect his staff, up to and including having the police lead this guy out of the building, and yet something festers inside him, something grows, some cancer takes hold, and he comes back and does something like this on live television.
You know, it's unpredictable. It's like being in police work. You could walk up to a car, you could be talking to someone, radio issue a summons, and bang, they take a gun out and they kill you. These things are unavoidable. I'll tell you, this, you know, this man is remarkable. As you say, he's a pillar of strength, not only for his TV station, but I think for the country. I mean, he did everything he was supposed to do, and I'm sure inside his heart is bleeding. But I've got to tell you, it's unspeakable, this crime, and no one should feel guilty about what they did not do or did do. The fact of the matter is, you had two wonderful people whose lives are shortened, and I go back to what I said earlier to you. God bless those of you in the media. We didn't understand, and perhaps even myself didn't understand how hazardous and dangerous your job is. You put crosshairs on your back every time you're out there. At least those of us in law enforcement, we have a gun, we have a defense. You have no defense.
Well, God bless you in law enforcement as well. Steve Rogers, we appreciate your thoughts and your contributions today. Thank you.
Thank you.
As we take a look at the line.